football, 87,000, ready to rock and perhaps help create some magic in a place that's seen so much of it over the years. The Cornhuskers will kick it away to start us off. And the kickoff goes out the back of the end zone, so a touchback. The Tigers will get the first crack on offense today. And Kirk, here comes the star tight end. There's so much emphasis in college football on using this position creatively. And, man, this guy's as good as any of them.
Yeah, you nailed it, Chris. We've seen tight ends have a big impact in college football in the past, but what this guy is doing right now is unbelievable. Speed of a wide receiver, size and power of an offensive lineman. We're looking at a freak out there today.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Quarterback delivers complete to the right side. They bring him down, but that's a solid gain on the play.
Chris, a great ability by this quarterback to get outside of the pocket and place the football right where it needs to be for the first down.
He's running out of time here. Tries to avoid the rush and just gets rid of it. And it's incomplete on the throwaway. Didn't find anybody open. Brings up a second down now. He's back for throw again after that incompletion on first down. Doesn't get rid of it. He's brought down way behind the line of scrimmage. That's a huge loss. Now the offense faces third and long from the 30. Can they convert and get a drive going? Going for a big play downfield. And it's incomplete. They let it fly on third down, but now it brings up fourth. The punt team making their way on the field. And that sets up a return. And the coverage team able to bring the returner to the ground. So Nebraska's offense makes their way onto the field for their first possession. If there's one guy on this defensive side, Kirk, who could be a game wrecker, it's this elite pass rusher, very much on the quarterback's mind today.
Yeah, Chris, but it's going to be very tough. This quarterback does a nice job of moving around in the pocket.
And it's intercepted. He stepped in front of that bullet. Not much on the return, but the takeaway sets up the offense at the 41.
Nice job by this defense jumping on that football to come up with the interception. And not exactly how this quarterback envisioned this game starting. His very first throw of the game, he puts into traffic, and he costs his team in a big way.
The game makes it second and medium. And he'll set up to throw. Quarterback escapes the pocket and takes off. Caught near the sideline. It's Brooks. And he's shoved out of bounds by the defense short of the first down marker. Crucial third down play coming up. Try and muscle for the first down. Gain moves it to the 24. That's a fresh set of downs.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. Carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. That makes them block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially capable of doing.
Looking to pass here on second down. Quarterback gets down to avoid the big hit.
Defense does a great job of taking everything away downfield. This quarterback wanted to take a shot, but nothing is there. The only problem is they didn't account for him taking off and running, so he picks up the first down.
Defense gets him down, but they'll take the gain on that play. Tailback tests the middle of the defense. That's a nice tackle there by the senior.
Good job by the offensive line. You get some positive yards, but not quite into the end zone. Now we're going to have a third and goal.
They've gotten the ball down to the 3-yard line, but now it's third and goal. Quarterback pre-snap adjustments now for this defense. Trying to throw for it on third and goal. And he'll make it in for the score. Touchdown, Tigers. But they'll try to add to the lead now with a PAT. That's why he's a dangerous scrambler. The quarterback says, I'm just going to end this scoring drive right here. I'll do it myself.
Yeah, and everybody's covered downfield. The defense has done a pretty good job of containing the offense. The problem is this guy's creativity. I don't know, maybe put a linebacker on him to try to mirror him when he takes off to scramble.
And And Nebraska's offense is back out on the field. Let's see how this quarterback responds. Remember, an interception on the very first play of the last possession. Contact as he let the ball go. And it's incomplete. Even in a first down throw, he was under some heavy pressure. Second down play coming up for this offense. Trying to flex the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. They're backed up here trying to make something happen on 3rd and long. Drop him back. We're going to throw for the first down. Eludes the rush. Breaks loose at the 40. He'll avoid the tackle there with a slide. And the Huskers hustle to the line to crank up the tempo.
Man, this quarterback can play the game. He can throw, and as we see here, he can run the football. The defense does everything that they need to with the pressure. They look like they're in good position to be able to come up with a nice play on him, but instead, he shows how he can slip out of the back door of this defense and pick up a nice gain.
Snapping it from the red zone now, looking to throw. Caught near the sideline, but just a short gain. The defense shoves him out of bounds, not much of a gain there. So down here in the red zone, every yard tough to find. Here is a crucial play coming up. Defense is coming after him. Makes the grab on the move. They bring him down at the 7. The offense set up now with a 1st and goal. The Huskers trying to punch it in. It's 1st and goal. There's the snap. They'll set up to throw. He's got it right near the end zone. Tackle after the catch, but the ball moves to the 4-yard line. Offense facing 2nd and goal. Quarterback sets up, looking for an open man. Sacked. It's a loss back to the 6. So 8 plays into this drive now. It's 3rd and goal. Drops back from the shotgun, looking for an open man. He's moving out of the pocket. And he gets to the end zone. Touchdown, Cornhuskers. Kicking team on now for the extra point. Quarterback doesn't see anybody open. Kirk says, I'll just do this myself.
How about this? What a luxury. Anytime you can make something happen, even when all the receivers are covered, everything's taken away, you take it yourself. And good luck to the defense trying to stop that.
And he'll bring it out from inside the 10. And they stop him at the 23. That's solid coverage. And they'll start the drive here from the 23-yard line. And they'll keep it on the ground. Running back has the handoff. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there. Offense coming to the line. They might have a chance for a couple more plays before we reach the end of the quarter. Defense will make the stop, and it will probably be the final play of this opening quarter. So after a competitive, fun first quarter, we are all even. Let's check out some of the stats from that first period. We come to the line, a long way to go for the first down, but needing this crucial conversion, right? Oh, the pass is picked off. Going the other way, can they stop him? And he'll be taken down, but after a good return. Fresh set of downs for the offense, first down. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Receiver looks it in. It's complete.
Just a good job here by the quarterback. Got the ball out to his receiver. His guy eats up some yards. They stay ahead of the sticks.
Quarterback pulls the ball. It's a keeper. Tackle made after a solid run by the junior.
Boy, this offense does such a great job of putting the threat of the quarterback and the running back on this defense. It puts the defense in a tough spot because it's really hard to take both away. This time, the
touchdown, Nebraska. This quarterback on fire today. Well, they began with great field position, and that didn't take long at all, Kurt.
Well, that's how you take advantage of an opportunity. Your defense sets you up in great field position. You're not looking for a field goal. You're looking for a touchdown. Give the credit to this offense for being aggressive and punching it in.
The kickoff will bounce right through the end zone for a touchback. And the Auburn offense trots back onto the field. We'll see if this quarterback can shake off the interception he threw in the last possession. Now they'll run a draw play. They bring him down to the 32-yard line.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on first down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
And it's good for a first down to the 36. A new set of downs after that completion. First down, they're going to throw the football. Snags the quick throw. They make the stop, but not before a solid gain that time.
You know, we talked this week with the offensive coordinator about what makes this receiver so special. He kept referring to his route running. Here's an example of that. Great route, enough separation to give the quarterback a nice lane to throw the football.
Auburn getting set with a 1st and 10 now. Here's the snap. Offense looking to throw the ball. Important 2nd down play coming up. The shotgun handoff here. Tackle made after a nice pickup on the play.
You know, everybody always wants to talk about quarterbacks today and receivers. And don't get me wrong, that's a big part of the evolution of the game and where we are. But man, for me, as a fan, when I'm watching a game, there's just something satisfying about the teams and the offenses that still have backs that can carry the ball and come up with plays like that. Move those sticks and keep this drive going.
Offense facing a 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, here's an inside give. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there. 8th play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Quarterback drops back. We're going to test the secondary. With the catch, it's Porter. And finally tackle him down at the 2-yard line. What a play on that completion. The offense knocking on the door with a 1st and goal.
Now that's what I call coming through for your team in a pressure situation. Great read, got the ball where it needed to go, and now you're set up to get 6.
There's the snap. Quarterback setting up to throw. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Auburn. Here's the point after attempt. And it's up and good. The kickoff team on the field now as they get set to send this one away. He'll bring it out from his end zone. Tackle at the 13. Not great field position to start the drive. And Nebraska's offense is back out on the field. We have a shootout developing here. Each offense scoring a touchdown on their last possession. Makes a nice move there. They'll bring him down just short of the 20. The game makes it 2nd and medium. From the shotgun now, here's a handoff inside. Brought down at the 28, and that's good enough for a 1st down. We'll take a quick pause before the half as we reach the 2-minute warning. 1st down play call. How aggressive will it be? And he drops back in the gun. Caught quickly. Breaks loose at the 40. And uses his speed to pick up solid yardage. We'll get to the line here in the no huddle. No press coverage. The DB's backing up now. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. That's reeled in. It's Etienne. They bring him down, but that's a solid gain on the play. The Cornhuskers will come to the line to crank up the tempo. Here comes a 1st down pass attempt. He bought some time, now lets it go. QB to the tight end for a completion. They make the tackle, but not before a solid gain on that pass. The completion sets up a 2nd down play. Fires it to the wideout, who makes the grab. Not much after the catch, but it is good enough for a 1st down. The Cornhuskers are looking to take advantage of this red zone trip. Looking to throw it from the red zone. And the pass is incomplete. He dropped the 1st down attempt here across the middle. So after the incompletion, it's 2nd down. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun. And with nobody open, he chooses to just throw it away. The offense was moving well, but 2 incompletions sets up a 3rd and 10. Dropping back, looking to throw for the 1st down. And they hit him just as he releases the ball. It's incomplete. So on fourth down, the decision is to trot out the field goal team. And the field goal is good. And they jump back in front. So they settled for 3 here, and now the kickoff. See if the opposing offense can answer before halftime. And the returner decides to signal fair catch. And the Auburn offense is back out on the field. Let's see what they do here in the final minute of the half. Try to get aggressive and cut into this lead, or looking to throw it deep. It's a huge gain. He's got it inside the 30. Tackled all the way down at the 25-yard line. Suddenly, they're in great position to get points. 2nd and 10 here. There's the snap. Looking to throw the ball. Gets rid of it on the move. It's reeled in. It's Porter. Up and over the man. Touchdown, Tigers. Strong game by this quarterback.
Well, that's a well-oiled machine right there. Everyone on this offense has been a star in their roles. And when they're rolling like this, it results in quick and positive results.